Okay, so question number 67. Hi. What does excessive wear on the outer edge of the treads of a car's tire generally indicate? The tire has been overinflated, the tire has been used on the wrong axle, the tire has been used underinflated, the tire has been used at excessive speed. کله مو چې د ټیرونو بهر ځای خراب شي دا د څه د وجې کیږي؟ د ټیرونو بهر ایریا کوم چې دغه راځي خو بیرون ایریا لکه اوس دا ټیر دی که نه دغه ځای بیرون داسې یا دا طرف سوال ایست که این طرف بیرون طرفی تایر از خاطری چی خراب میشه؟ این طرفاش بیرونیش این مسافه بیرونیش هست یا از خاطر چی خراب میشه؟ سوالی است. Okay, let's see the question again. Okay, so what does excessive wear on the outer edge of the tread of a car tires generally indicate? The tire has been used overinflated چې ټیر کې هوا ډیره وي د دې د وجې the tire has been used on a wrong axle ټیر چې دی په غلط اکسلو باندې استعمال شوی. The tire has been used underinflated چې ټیرونو کې هوا کمی. The tire has been used at excessive speed. Alhamdulillah خوب هستین. So the right answer is the tire has been used underinflated. کله چې ټیرونو کې هوا کمه موږ واچو هغې سره د ټیرونو بیرون حصه خرابېږي او کله چې په ټیرونو کې هوا موږ زیاته کو بیا یې منځه حصه خرابېږي. خو دې ته مو خیال وي کو دلته ګوره outer edge چې ویلي outer edge نو دا underinflated راځي. outer edge underinflated او کو inner edge چې دی هغه بیا overinflated راځي. دې ته مو خیال وي اگر سوال در باره outer edge بیاید جوابش هست underinflated که وقتی که در تایر هوا کم باشه بیرون حصه تایر خراب میشه و وقتی که در تایر هوا زیاد باشه او را که overinflated میگه inner edge of the tires. کله چې د ټیرونو بیرون حصه خراب بشي دا د دې د وجې خرابېږي چې ټیرونو کې هوا کمه او د مابین چې د ټیر خراب سي هغه د دې د وجې خرابېږي چې ټایر کې هوا زیاته ځکه چې هوا زیاته خو د ټیرونو منځ چې د هغه سړک سره لګېږي د دې د وجې نه سایډونه بیا نه لګېږي. So what does excessive wear on the outer edges of the tread of a car tire generally indicate? The tire has been used underinflated, which is number 3. How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive? How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive? Your reactions will be faster, your awareness of danger will be improved, your confidence will be reduced, your reaction will be slower. Okay, what would be the right answer? Your confidence will not be reduced, okay? Your confidence increases. That's a wrong answer. Your confidence does not reduce. Confidence itan point namisha. Confidence kamiga na zyatigi, da galat jawab hai. Your reaction will be slower. Aksal amal chide agabamo aramavi. Aksal amal itan slow misha. Your reactions will be slower. Okay, so that's number 4. What does this sign mean? Gives mandatory information, gives motorway information, gives direction to a car park, gives warning of a motorway ahead, gives mandatory instruction. Did sign samana sign chimona dara gives mandatory instruction. Da zaruri hidayat dar gayi, lazimi hidayat dar gayi. It gives mandatory instructions, which is number 4. Gives mandatory instruction. Question number 70. A rumble device is designed to give directions, prevent cattle escaping, alert you to a low tire pressure, encourage you to reduce your speed. A rumble device is designed to encourage you to reduce your speed. که شما را آماده بسازه که سرعتتان کم کنید. Encourage you to reduce your speed. تاسو دې ته تیار کی تر څو خپل سرعت هم را کم کړئ، خپل موټر سپیډ هم را کم کړئ. Encourage you to reduce your speed, which is number 4. Okay, you're on a motorway in fog. You are on a motorway in fog. The left-hand edge of the motorway can be identified by reflective studs. What color are they? The left-hand edge of the motorway identified by reflective studs. What color are they? The left side. On the left we have red studs. So that will be red studs. Walaikum salam. Left is red studs, red studs. Green, slip roads. Amber, the right hand side next to Central Reservation. Red on the left hand side next to hard shoulder. White in between the lanes. White in between the lanes. Okay. You're about to go up a steep hill. To control the speed of your vehicle, you should. You're about to go up a steep hill. To control the speed of your vehicle, you should. Select a higher gear and use the brakes carefully. Select a higher gear and use the brakes firmly. Select a low gear and use the brakes carefully. Select a low gear and avoid using the brakes. کله چې په چړای کې پاس ځئ نو کم ګیر باید استعمال کړئ. Okay, let's see the question again. You're about to go up a steep hill. To control speed of your vehicle, you should. Select a high gear and use the brakes carefully. Select a high gear and use the brakes firmly. Select a low gear and use the brake carefully. Select a low gear and avoid using the brakes. Okay, so the right answer is select a low gear and use the brakes carefully. Select a low gear and use the brakes carefully. You have just passed this light. What hazard would you expect to see next? If you pass this light, what hazard would you expect to see next? Okay, so the answer is a school crossing patrol / children crossing the road. So the answer would be either this one or this one. Alta kidish ya da jawab rashi or ya da jawab rashi. Okay, shayad hoja ya e jawab bhi aaya wa ya e jawab bhi aaya. So the answer is number 3. A toucan crossing is different from other types of crossing in what way? A toucan crossing is different from other types of crossing in what way? Yeah, cyclists can ride across it. Cyclists can ride across it. What do these road markings mean? So it's a broken white line next to double yellows. What do these road markings mean? Loading, unloading area, cycle lane. motorcycle in cycle lane, pedestrian route. What do these road markings mean? So this one comes in a video. So what would be the right answer? The right answer is cycle lane. Cycle lane. Okay, so the right answer is cycle lane. This is a cycle lane. Okay. Your approach in an open railway level crossing, there are no gates, barriers, attendant or traffic signals. What should you do? You're approaching an open railway level crossing. There are no gates, barriers, attendant or traffic signals. What should you do? Expect trains to stop. Road traffic has priority. Sound your horn and continue without stopping. Look both ways. Listen. Make sure no train is coming before you. Cross. And then number 4, wait for another vehicle so you can cross side by side. The right answer is look both ways, listen and make sure no train is coming before you cross. Look both ways, listen and make sure no train is coming before cross. What must you do when you hitch trailer to a towing vehicle? What must you do when you hitch an unbraked trailer to a towing vehicle? کله چې تاسو موټر پسې داسې ټریلر تړئ کوم کې چې بریکینګ سیستم نه وي نو باید څه شی وکړئ. شاید په سوال کې د ان بریک یا نوشته کړي یا نه نوشته کړي جواب باندې فرق نه راځي. ها شاید د می سوال شاید د می ان بریک نوشته باشه یا نه باشه خود د جوابش فرق نمیاره. What must you do when you hitch an unbraked trailer to a towing vehicle? In the question they might ask, they might put this and unbraked in the question or might not. So either way the answer would be the same. Okay, so the answer is fit a secondary coupling device. Fit a secondary coupling device, which is this one, an extra coupling device. Fit a secondary coupling device. Okay. What should you do to correct a rear wheel skid? What should you do to correct a rear wheel skid? وقتی که موترتان پشت موترتان یک طرف بلق شه باید چی کنید؟ کلاسی د موتر شام و خویشی یا خواتن و باید سشه وکی. What should you do to correct a rear wheel skid? Steer into it. Steer into it. Guys, do you understand what it means? بدی پویگی دیسه مانا دا steer into it. میفهمین همی چی مانا داره که steer into it. Steer into it. Steer into it means, okay, so if that's a vehicle, if the back of your vehicle, just watch this. So if the back of your vehicle skid to the, so that's, if the back of your vehicle skid to the right, what do? You steer to the same side, okay? Because tasu the motor sha, dogur hi taraf ta khoishi, no باید تاسو شو که تاسو steering هم خی طرف ته تاو که steer into مطلب داده چې کم خواته خوی شوی او ماغی طرف ته باید steering تاو که steer into it. Okay, so if the back of your vehicle skid to the right, you turn the steering to the right, so to the same direction. That's what it means, steer into it. هر طرفی که موترتان لخشیده باشه همون طرف استرینگ دار میتونی steer into it. Okay. What should you do to correct a rear wheel skid? Steer into it. Okay. Okay, so question number 79. How will bright sunlight affect your long journey? How will bright sunlight affect your long journey? It will affect your concentration. It will improve your long distance vision. It will help you go faster. It will make your car more economical. How will a bright sunlight affect your long journey? کله چې په غټ سفر ځئ او نمر ډیر تیز وي د لمر رڼا تیزه وي ستاسو په ډرایوینګ به څه اثر واچوي؟ How will bright sunlight affect your long journey? It will affect your concentration. Concentration تمرکز ته وي. توجه، تمرکز یا فکر. ستاسو په تمرکز باندې به اثر واچي. مطلب چې ورخطا به مو کی. It will affect your concentration. Concentration تمرکز. فکرتان دیگه طرف میبره یا تمرکزتان خراب میکنه. Concentration. It will affect your concentration. So that's the right answer, number 1. Your indicators are difficult to see due to bright sunlight. What should you do to let other road users know your intention? Your indicators are difficult to see due to bright sunlight. ستاسو د موټر انډیکیټر کوم چې هغه اشاره چې کله خي طرف ته ځي خي اشاره لګوي، چپ طرف ته ځي چپ اشاره لګوي. د تیز رڼا د وجې د نمر د رڼا د وجې تاسو لایټونه نه ښکاریږي. نو باید شاته چې تاسو پسې کوم ترافیک را روان هغه باید څنګه خبر کړي؟ وقتی که آفتاب بسیار زیاد باشه و چراغای موترتان معلوم نمیشه، چطور برای ترافیکی که پشتتان باشه چطور برایشان اشاره میتین که شما طرف اگر طرف راست دار میخونین یا طرف چپ چطور برایشان خبر میتین؟ So the answer is give an arm signal. په لاس باندې به اشاره وکړي. کت دست باید اشاره برایشان بدین. مثل که ببینین کت دست میتونین اینطور اشاره بدین. کولای سی په لاس باندې دغه اشاره وکړي. چپ طرف ته تاویږي نو دغه اشاره، خي طرف ته تاویږي دغه. That's okay. So your indicators are difficult to see due to bright sunlight. What should you do to let other road users know your intention? Give an arm signal. باید په لاس باندې اشاره ورته وکړو. What's the speed limit after this sign? What's the speed limit after this sign? از این ساین که تیر شدین چی speed limit می باشه؟ 30, 40, 60, 70. تاسو چې د دې ساین نه تیر شئ speed limit هم څومره وي؟ That's 60 miles per hour. 60 miles per hour. Because when you pass dual carriageway, it becomes single carriageway. کله چې موږ dual carriageway نه واوړو single carriageway شروع کیږي. وقتی که dual carriageway خلاص میشه single carriageway شروع میشه. از اون خاطر سرعتتان 60 می باشه. What should you do as you approach this bridge? وقتی که نزدیک همی پول رسیدین باید چی کنین؟ همی پولی چیز است همبریج مثل ای وارث با شما بریتان دیگه عکسشان نشان بدیم که از یادتان نره. یک دفعه Okay, so same is like this question. What should you do as you approach this bridge? It could be a different sign, but as long as you remember, okay? So something دغسی و دغه بوی. What should you do as you approach this bridge? And here, that's consider using your horn. Consider using your horn. Okay. So what should you do as you approach this bridge? Consider using your horn. And what's... Hello, Thomas. How are you? It's a long time. So one answer is consider using your horn. What's the other answer for this question? 81 is 60 miles per hour. Thank you, Thomas. What's the other answer for this question? Well, so one is consider using your horn. And the other answer is slow down, okay? Slow down. Slow down. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, where would your vehicle cause an obstruction? Where would your vehicle cause an obstruction? Marvis, I'll show you at the end, okay? Thank you very much, Thomas. Where would your vehicle cause an obstruction? At a brow of a hill. At a brow of a hill, okay? The answer is at a brow of a hill. At a brow of a hill. Okay, so brow of a hill means when the road goes up and down, okay? So when the road goes up and down, that's a brow of a hill. At a brow of a hill. Jesus, I mean, در سارا كل Oh, you're most welcome, Thomas. My pleasure, my brother. So at a brow of a hill. And also remember, this question got another answer, which most of the time comes in the test, which is this one. Where would parking be likely to cause an obstruction? Does anyone know what's the answer in here? Where would parking be likely to cause an obstruction? The answer is where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. Where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. And do you know what does this mean? Where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs? Where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. That's what it means, okay? That's what it means, where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. This is what it means. Where that's the curb. Where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. Okay. So that question got few answers. So I'm just showing you. Okay. So where would your vehicle cause an obstruction? In here, the answer is at a brow of a hill, or it could be where the curb has been lowered for wheelchair users. They're both the right answers. گورا دوار صحیح جوابونه دیم یا دویشون صحیح جواب باشه یا خواهی می باشه که where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs و یا ای می باشه که at a brow of a hill و یا ای که at an entrance to a property. اغم صحیح entrance to a property اغم صحیح جواب داده دی سوال. brow of a hill هم صحیح او بل where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs اغا هم صحیح. Okay. So where would your vehicle cause an obstruction? At a brow of a hill. At a brow of a hill. चौधरी भाई आपको ये सवाल चाहिए मैं मुझे मैसेज कर दो मैं सेंड कर दूँगा. What's the national speed limit for cars in the left-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? What is the national speed limit for cars in the left-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? So that's 70 miles per hour. 70 miles per hour. So number 2 is the right answer. You're driving in fog. Why should you keep well back from the vehicle in front? you're driving in fog, why should you keep well back from the vehicle in front? کلاسی تاسو په فوگ که درایوینگ کوی وقتی که در ابر یا در غبار درایوینگ میکنین چرا باید موتری که پیش رویتان باشه که تشان فاصله بانین؟ In case it stops suddenly. In case it stops suddenly. Guys, I'm putting all these questions in my YouTube channel. If you did not subscribe to my YouTube channel, let me just show you that. That's the name. I'm putting all these videos there, and there is a playlist by the name of Unseen Questions. If you just search DPU Unseen Questions, they will take you there, and you can. There are about 113 questions, and I can guarantee you minimum is going to be 10 to 15 questions from these. So please do subscribe. So that's the name, okay, DPU Theory UK. And if you want to search for the question, it's DPU Unseen Questions, and it will take you there. Okay, so you're driving in fog, why should you keep well back from the vehicle in front? The answer was in case it stops suddenly. Okay, you're traveling along a motorway, where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? You're traveling along a motorway, where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? You're on a steep gradient. And do you know for what type of vehicle is the crawler or climbing lane? ای برای کدام قسم موتورا می باشه crawler lane یا climbing lane؟ در کم قسم موتورونه در پاروی؟ Slow moving or heavy goods vehicle? Heavy or slow moving vehicle. So you're traveling along a motorway, where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? The answer would be on a steep gradient. در بالای سرکی که در موتروی که سرک بالا رفته باشه در اون جایا همین می باشه. و علتش چیست؟ What's the reason for crawler lane? Guys, what is the reason for crawler lane? It is for heavy goods vehicle, but why? What's the reason? So they don't affect the traffic that's traveling in the other lanes. ترسو کم چې موټر آهسته ځي ترسو هغه د نورو په دې نورو لینونو کې چې کوم موټران رواني د هغې سپیډ خراب نه کړي یا د هغې مخه ونه نیسي. از خاطر این اضافی لین می باشه برای موترهای کلان و موترهایی که کم سرعت می باشه تا که در دیگه لینه که موترها میره رایشان بند نکنه. Yeah, to prevent traffic. Yeah, exactly. So you're traveling along a motorway, where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? On a steep gradient. When should you use your horn in an emergency situation? When should you use your horn in an emergency situation? To alert other drivers of your presence if you are overtaking, to warn other road users of potential danger but only if they are unaware. Number 3 is to express your frustration with another driver's behavior when approaching a pedestrian crossing, to warn pedestrians. کله کولی شو په ایمرجنسی کې هارن استعمال کو؟ چی وقت میتونین در ایمرجنسی هارنتان استعمال کنین؟ What would be the answer? To warn other road users of potential danger, but only if they are unaware. To warn other road users of potential danger, but only if they are unaware. ترسو من خبر ورکو څوک چې سړک استعمالوي یا پیډسترین ته ترسو خبر ورکو د خطر نه کو هغې خبر نه وي. وقتی که خبر بتیم برای پدرو اگر خبر نباشه از خطر در اون صورت میتونین آرنی موتوریتون استعمال کنین. So the answer would be number 2, to warn other road users of potential danger but only if they are unaware. Question number 88. If you drink alcohol, what's likely to happen? If you drink alcohol, what's likely to happen? You will be able to concentrate better, you will have less confidence, you will make poorer decisions, you will have quicker reactions. Now, Maurice, that's your reaction will be slower, okay? Not quicker. That's a wrong answer. You will have slower reaction. Just remember, guys. Alaikum salam. You will have slower reaction. This is a wrong answer. So the right answer would be you will make poorer decisions. You will make poorer decisions, which is number 3. So this question got few answers, okay? So one answer is you will make poorer decisions. Another answer is slower reactions. And another answer is your ability to judge speed will be reduced. Your ability to judge speed will be reduced. That's one answer. Your reaction will be slower. That's another answer. You will make poorer decisions. That's another answer. And increase confidence. So that's another answer. So altogether 4 answers. Okay, just remember these, guys. One is, just write down, guys, so you remember. Okay, this is very important question. It really comes in every test. So one is you will make poorer decisions. That's 1. Slower reaction. That's 2. Increase confidence. That's 3. Number 4, your ability to judge speed will be reduced. Number 4, okay? Number 2, it says less confidence. That's a wrong answer. You will have more confidence, not less confidence, okay? So in here, the right answer is you will make poorer decisions. If you drink alcohol, what's likely to happen? You will make poorer decisions. You will make poorer decisions. Okay, so question number 89. A single carriageway road has this sign. Maximum. What is the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? A single carriageway road has this sign, which is this one. What is the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? Samad, you see, normally on a single carriageway, it says single carriageway. So the speed limit on a single carriageway is 60, but because it's saying towing a trailer, so when you're towing a trailer, it will be minus 10. Normally it's 70, but when you're towing a trailer, then it will be minus 10. So the answer would be 50 miles per hour, which is number 3. 50 miles per hour. So a single carriageway road has this sign. What's the speed? What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? That's 50 miles per hour. Question number 90. Yeah, if you're getting Leon, if you're getting 50 out of 50, that's very good. How to avoid speed limit and national speed limit? It's same thing, to be fair. Sometimes they use speed limit, sometimes they use national speed limit. So I think it's same thing, as far as I know. Question number 90. How to avoid being dazzled by the sun glare while you're driving? How to avoid being dazzled by sun glare while you're driving? Okay, let's say driving kawai څه شی تاسو د نمر د رڼا نه بچ کولی سي چې د نمر رڼا ستاسو سترګې ونه You're not sure about the maximum and minimum sign. How to avoid being dazzled by the sun glare while you're driving. Keep your windshield clean and free of cracks. So keep your windshield clean and free of cracks. دا د موټر مخې شیشه چې وي that's maximum. Speed limit, when they ask you speed, look, so minimum and maximum. So national speed limit, that they ask you maximum. When they say national speed limit, they're asking you maximum. And when they're saying speed limit, they might ask you minimum or they might ask you maximum. So the answer is, so how to avoid being dazzled by the sun glare while you're driving? The answer would be keep your windshield clean and free of cracks. windshield که هست همی شیشه کلان که روبروی درایور می باشه و امو windshield هست امو را باید پاک و از cracks چیز میگه وقتی که شیشه چی پریده باش پریده میگه نی ماته سوی چی چې باید ماته نوی شیشه ماته وی ناغی سر بیا چې رڼا لګیږي بیا مخکې سرک دته صحیح نه ښکاري so keep your windshields clean and free of cracks. When are you allowed to sound your vehicle's horn? When are you allowed to sound your vehicle's horn? کله تاسو کولی شئ چې د موټر هارن استعمال کړئ. Just remember this question. When are you allowed to sound your vehicle's horn? Allowed, okay? کله تاسو چی وقت شما اجازه دارین که هارن موترتان استعمال کنید. When are you allowed to sound your vehicle's horn? Between 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. on any road. Between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. in built-up area. Between 7 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. in a built-up area. At any time in a built-up area. So when are you allowed? Between 7 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. in a built-up area. So answer number 3, that's the right answer. What is the cause of uneven tire wear? What is the cause of uneven tire wear? Faulty exhaust system, faulty gearbox, faulty suspension, faulty accelerator. Which one is confusing? Okay, you see, if you look in here, okay, the answer is, what is the cause of uneven tire wear? The motor tyruna kharabawali shi. The answer is faulty suspension, okay? And you see, these are parts of suspension inside this red circle, this red area. These are parts of suspension. دغه چی دا د suspension پرزی دی کله سی په دې کې فرق راشي نو ستاسو ټایرونه خرابېږي. So if you got a fault in the suspension, these are parts of suspension. It will damage your tires. So a faulty suspension, which is number 3. What's the cause of uneven tire wear? Faulty suspension. And the previous question was yeah, so the one answer is faulty suspension. What's the other answer for this question? What's the cause of uneven tire wear? Guys, does anyone know what's the other answer for this question? Mavis, you can ask at the end. We'll go through that. Does anyone know other answer for this question? Brakes. So if you got a fault in the brakes, if you got a fault in the braking system, it will also affect your tires. Okay, so fault in the braking system, and fault in the suspension. Okay, so a faulty suspension or a faulty braking system. That would be the answers. So what's the cause of uneven tire wear? A faulty suspension, which is number 3. Where is the best place to learn how to reverse with your caravan? Where is the best place to learn how to reverse with your caravan? One-way street, residential street, quiet parking space, busy main road. Yes, so the answer would be quiet parking space. Safety first. Okay, so quiet parking space. Guys, if any one of you did not follow me, please do follow, guys. And if you did not follow my subscribe my YouTube channel, the link is in my bio. You can follow me from there. Okay. Danger se dekho, one way street hum danger there, residential street hum danger there, busy main road che de dam danger there. So dam danger show, number 1 hum danger show. Yawazi quiet parking space daga dangerous ne. Okay, so where's the best place to learn how to reverse with your caravan? The quiet parking space. So that's number 3. You are on a red route. What does a single red line tells you? You are on a red route. What does a single red line tells you? This question is very important. Guys, no stopping allowed at any time. Parking is limited to the duration showed. Loading may take place at any time. No stopping allowed in the times shown. Sawal dade che kamze ki taso. So if you have a single red line and that's a double red line, what's the difference in between these two? The dwalo ke farq sa she de gora se kala dawi dalte silically no stopping at any time. His kala hum taso dalta nase wadre dale motorum nase wadra wale. Dalte silically no stopping or dalte lande time work karene 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So this is specific times. Yeah, so this is specific times, certain times. Specific times or certain times. Bazi waqtuna kha. Nadi manat sa sheshwa chitaso. Laka da sign ko dalta mungu guru the sahar the wona ter maham wo bajo puri mung nasu kawale dalta motor wadro. Bia dagi na rusta mung kawale su. So certain times. So no stopping at certain times, which is are the times shown. So no stopping at certain times or at times shown. The jawab ya khuda razi che no stopping at certain times. Bazi waqtuna tasu nase kawale udregi. Zaka che tasu yawazi the wo na rusta ter sar wo puri bia kawale shi. The sahar wo na ter maham wo puri nashi kawale. Ija ma as sub after aga iters aga sign bibinin sub after sham after baja ایجا نمیتونیم stop کنیم پس از اون میتونیم خب بعضی وقتانی. So that's the difference, guys. Did you get that? پوشی پده بانی را فهمیدین؟ Okay. So it was this one. You're on a red route. What does a single red line tells you? No stopping allowed in the times shown. So either this would be the answer or maybe no stopping at certain times. Okay, they're both the right answers. No stopping in the times shown. Oh yeah, no stopping at certain times. I'll do say jawab mishaho. So the right answer for question number 94 will be no stopping allowed in the times shown. When emerging from junctions, what is most likely to block your views? When emerging from junctions, what is most likely to block your views? Klasi tasu pa junction ki birun rauzi sashes tasu makhabanda walishi. When emerging from junctions, what is most likely to block your views? And the options are steering wheel, windscreen pillars, rear view mirror, and windscreen wipers. Your windscreen pillars. See, like this, windscreen pillar will block your view. Windscreen pillar. Windscreen pillars, okay? And that's a windscreen pillar. You see, windscreen pillar will block your view. Windscreen pillar will block your view. Like if you look in here, see, that's a windscreen pillar. So if you're at a junction, windscreen pillar will block your view. So the answer would be number 2, windscreen pillars. You are on a motorway and see an incident on the other side. Your lane is clear. What should you do? You're on a motorway and see an incident on the other side. Your lane is clear. What should you do? Help the emergency services. Focus on the road ahead. Stop and cross to assist. Place a warning triangle on the road. کله چې تاسو په موټروي باندې د موټروي بل سایډ ته اکسیډنټ شوی او تاسو مخکې خالی نو باید تاسو شی وکړئ وقتی که د موتروی د او طرف موتروی د طرف شما نیست و دیگه طرف موتروی اگر اکسیدنت شده باشه و رایتان خالی باشه روبرویتان چیز نباشه باید چی کنید در صورت help the emergency services focus on the road ahead stop and cross to assist place a warning triangle on the road. The right answer is focus on the road ahead. Focus on the road ahead. So number 2 is the right answer. You're reversing into a side road. When is the greatest risk to passing traffic? You're reversing into a side road. When is the greatest risk to passing traffic? After you complete the maneuver, just before you start the maneuver, when the front of your vehicle swings out, after entering the side road. Yeah, basically mind your own business. Exactly. So the answer is when the front of your vehicle swings out. Guys, do you understand what it means? What does it mean when the front of your vehicle swings out? So you're reversing into a side road. When is the greatest risk to passing traffic? No? Yeah? No. Look, so when you start to reverse, don't you think the front of your vehicle will swing out? Look like this. Yeah, let me just show you guys. When the front of your vehicle swings out, it's like this. So when you start to reverse, if you look in here, so as you're reversing, do you see that? The front of your vehicle will swing out, and that's, so if there is any passing traffic, it will be a risk for them. You see? Like look in here. So if you're reversing, the front of your vehicle will swing out. Did you get that? Push up the bandi. چې کله هم موږ موټر ریورس بوزو کله زموږ موټر که موټران چې څنګ ته تیریږي هغې ته خطر جوړوي کله چې د موټر مخه مو بیرون ته وځي ګوره چې کله هم موږ ریورس ځو د موټر مخه بل خوا ته ځي نه وقتی که ما ریورس میریم همین پیشروی موتر در طرف سرک میرنی مثل کیبورد اینجا ببینید وقتی که ریورس میرین the front of your vehicle will swing out. So make sure guys you know exactly what it's saying, okay? So you know what it means. Okay, so you're reversing into a side road. When is the greatest risk to passing traffic? YouTube catcher, when the front of your vehicle swings out. So for question 97, the answer is number 3 is the answer. Question number 98, under what condition may you enter a box junction? Under what condition may you enter a box junction? Conditions شرط بکم شرط تاسو کولی شی box junction تا نوزید. کدام شرط میتونین داخلی box junction شوید؟ When your exit road is clear. When your exit road is clear. When your exit road is clear. Question number 99. You are turning left on a slippery road. What should you do if the rear of your vehicle slides or skids to the right? You're turning left on a slippery road. What should you do if the rear of your vehicle skids to the right? تاسو غواړئ چې سړک کې چپ طرف ته تاو شئ خو د موټر شامو خی طرف ته لاړه نو باید څه شی وکړئ وقتی شما در سړک طرف چپ دار میخورین پشت موترتان طرف راست لغشید باید چی کنین در اون صورت You're turning left on a slippery road. What should you do if the rear of your vehicle slides or skids to the right? The options are steer gently to the left, steer gently to the right, brake firmly without turning the steering wheel, brake firmly and steer to the right. So if the back of your vehicle skid to the right, okay, let me just show you guys this. Okay, so that's the car. The back of your vehicle skid to the right. So what should you do? You turn the steering to the right or you turn the steering to the left? If the back of your vehicle skid to the right, what will you do? You turn the steering to the right or you turn the steering to the left? وقتی که پشت موترتان طرف راست بلخشه باید steering exactly no okay right okay to the right so the back if the back skids to the right you turn the steering to the right as well if you look in here you turn the steering to the right okay so the back skids to right turn the steering to the right so you make the balance okay to bring the vehicle back to balance. The question was, you are turning left on a slippery road. What should you do if the rear of your vehicle skids to the right? The answer was, steer gently to the right, okay? So if in the question they say what should you do if the rear of your vehicle skids to the left, then what would be the answer, guys? If in the question you're turning left on a slippery road, what should you do if the rear of your vehicle skids to the left, then what would be the answer? Then the answer would be exactly left, okay? So same side, okay? But because in here was the question was, you're turning left on a slippery road, what should you do if the rear of your vehicle skids to the right? You steer gently to the right, okay? So same side. So that's number 2, the right answer in here. Okay, question number Question number 100. At an incident, you suspect a casualty has back injury. Oh, okay. Congratulations. Samad asked at the end, please, brother. At an incident, you suspect a casualty has back injuries. The area is safe. What should you do? حادثه شوی تاسو شک لرئ چې کس زخمی دی ملای خوږه شوی ساحه چې ده خوندی ده کم خطر نیسته باید تاسو شی وکړي در یک جای حادثه شده شما شک دارین که کس کمرش اوگار شده ساهم تا امن است کدام پرابلم نیست کدام خطر نیست محفوظ است ساحه what should you do باید چی کنین offer them a drink raise their legs avoid moving them move them to safety what would be the right answer guys yeah you should avoid moving them because it says the area is safe okay so if the area is safe avoid moving them ګوره چې ساحه خوندي وي ساحه محفوظه وي نو باید د خوځېدو نه اجتناب وکړو avoid moving them you see the main point in this question is the area is safe so if the area is safe you avoid moving them don't move them okay question number 101 what does a continuous solid white line in the middle of the road mean so what does this solid white line mean overtaking allowed if it's safe no overtaking no right turn hazard warning line yeah if it's not safe what do you do if the traffic is there you warn the traffic you stop the traffic so question number 101 what does a continuous solid white line in the middle of the road mean overtaking allowed if it's safe no overtaking no right turn hazard warning line yeah you can move them if in the option just remind me at the end and I'll explain this question so what would be the answer in here what does a continuous solid white line in the middle of the road mean no overtaking okay when there is an exception when can you overtake in here امیجا د یک صورت میتونین اوورتیک کنین او د کدام حالت است دلته کولی سو چې په یو صورت کې پنګ اوورتیک کو هغه په کم صورت کې مون کولی سو there is an exception yes 10 miles per hour no so 10 miles so if there is a car moving at 10 miles or less okay if there is a car moving in 10 miles or less okay remember that so no overtaking only if there is a car moving in 10 miles or less then obviously you can't overtake so what does a continuous solid white line in the middle of the road mean no overtaking which is number 2 no overtaking question number 102 what does a long white line with short gaps indicate what does a long white line with short gaps indicate normal lane markings hazard warning line no overtaking is allowed what does a long white line with short gaps indicate که به کم سوال نپویگی تپوس اگر کدام سوال نفهمیدین please پرسون کنین guys if you don't understand any question you should know exactly how it looks on the road okay so if you don't know exactly what it means please ask okay so I can show you a picture and it would really help you so what does a long white line with short gaps indicate the answer is hazard warning line in hazard warning line the gaps are small so hazard warning line sample look yeah so if you don't understand any question please do ask guys okay let me see if this is yeah like this is hazard bali YouTube catch so that's the sample what does a long white line with short gaps indicate hazard warning line What additional precautions should you take if you must park on a hill facing downwards in a manual car? Turn the steering wheel towards the curb and select a low gear. Turn the steering wheel towards the curb and select reverse gear. Turn the steering wheel away from the curb and apply handbrake. Do not turn the steering wheel in any direction. Okay, guys, you see this question is a little bit, 1 second, guys. Where is, yeah. So if you're parking your vehicle like this, what should you do? Downhill, is it towards the curb or away from the curb? If you're parking downhill, is it towards the curb or away from the curb? Downhill is towards the curb, like this. So it will be towards the curb. Towards the curb, exactly. So what do you think? Should we put this in reverse gear or first gear? Which one you think? Should we put it in reverse in case if it moves, or should we put it in first gear? Reverse or first? So in first gear, does it move forward? Or see, if you put it like this, if you put it in reverse, would it move forward or backward? Forward, exactly. So that's dangerous. So if you put it in first, it would go forward. So that's dangerous. You should not do that. But first gear ki kumung wacho, but first gear ki motor machkisi, no? No ko gear no uzi, shad motor machkilarsi. And if you put it in reverse, it locks your car. So it will not move. Exactly, so if you should put it in reverse. So downhill, reverse, okay? But downhill chekala motor wadrawe no by reverse pani gear reverse ki wacha. وقتی که در نشیبی موترتون پارک میکنین باید گیر در reverse برتین, okay? So this is reverse. And if you're parking uphill, if it's uphill, then then we put it in first gear, okay? We put it in first. In case, if it moves, the first gear will stop exactly opposite, okay? Opposite. Exactly. Gora mukhalif simat taraf ta gora chillan divi. So downhill, reverse, uphill, first, okay? Just remember that. Guys, did you get that? So uphill, first, downhill, reverse, opposite, okay? Push it, but they want to fahmidin. Yep, that's very good. Okay. So what additional precautions should you take if you must park on a hill facing downwards? So turn the steering wheel towards the curb and select reverse gear, okay? Turn the steering wheel, both same thing, okay? Towards the curb and select reverse. Reverse because it says downwards. And same, what additional precautions should you take when parking on a hill facing uphill? So if it's uphill, what would be the answer for uphill? We just explained that. So what would be the answer for question 104? If you're parking uphill, first, exactly. First gear and away from the, exactly, away from curb, first gear. Well done, guys. That's very good. So the answer would be turn the steering wheel away from the curb and select the first gear. That would be the answer. First gear away. Well done, Leon. So turn the steering wheel away from the curb and select the first gear. So that's the answer, which is number 1. Okay. Question number 105. You are driving at night. A slower vehicle ahead has been signaling right for some time. What should you do? You're driving at night. A slower vehicle has been signaling right for some time. What should you do? Overtake on the left. Flash your headlights before overtaking. Wait until the signal is cancelled before overtaking. Signal right and sound your horn. Yeah. پویشه پدیمان ای را فهمیدین وقتی که پیش رویتان یک موتر از طرف شو درایوینگ میکنین موتر سرعتشان داخل پرسان کنیم پلیز اگر سوال دارین داخل خوب از طرف شو پشت یک موتر روان هستین که سرعتش کم باشه و اشاره طرف راست اشاره زده و اشاره را بند نمیکنه باید شما چی کنین wait until the signal is cancelled before overtaking تا وقت باید انتظار کنین تا که سیگنال را بند کنه اگر بند نکرده باید ازشان overtake نکنین از طرف راست wait until the signal is cancelled before overtaking. Okay, so the right answer would be number 3. Wait until the signal is cancelled before overtaking. Question number 106. What can cause heavy steering? What can cause heavy steering? Driving on ice, badly worn brakes, underinflated tires, overinflated tires. کله با مو ستیرینگ سخت بی چی وقت ستیرینگتان سخت می باشه نرم نمی باشه در کدام وقت underinflated tires underinflated tires کلاسی مو تیرونو که اواکم همی underinflated tires. Okay, so question number 107. In an emergency stop, it is necessary to check mirrors before braking, not necessary to check mirrors before braking, only necessary to check mirrors if you wish, necessary to check door mirrors before braking. So basically the question is, if you're stopping in an emergency, do you need to check your mirrors or not? That's basically the question is. If you're stopping in an emergency, let me explain this, guys. So if you're driving on a road, on a main road, and a car comes out all of a sudden in front of you from a side road, do you have to look in your mirror first or do you have to brake first? What will you do? تاسو په سړک باندې ډرایوینګ کوئ مین سړک باندې روان یاستئ د ساید روډ نه یو دم درته مخې ته موټر راوځي تاسو به اول بریک ووهئ که اول به شیشه کې ګورئ وقتی که شما در سړک روان هستین از ساید رود یک موتر یک دمی روبرویت آمد و شما را چیز مجبور ساخت که باید دو صورت چی کنین باید آینه را ببینین یا بریک بزنین. So what will you do? Will you use your mirrors or will you brake? So in an emergency you don't need to check your mirrors because you will not have time. So what do? You brake. Okay, you brake. Not necessary to check mirrors before braking. Emergency exam plan, exactly. So not necessary to check mirrors before braking. Not necessary to check mirrors before braking. ضروری نداره چی در بریک نمخی تاسو آینه بگوری ضروری نیست وقتی که عجله باشه ایمرجنسی باشه در اون صورت اگر وقتی که آینه ایتان میبینین شاید موتر را بزنین یا از او خاطر باید اول you see that's the thing. So if you're looking in your mirror you will lose time and you're going to end up in an accident. Okay, so that's a confirmed thing because it's an emergency. There is a chance that, and another thing, you know, when you're driving, you should always check your mirrors. Okay, without, even if there is any emergency or no emergency, when you're driving, you should always be checking your mirrors. You should always know how far the other traffic is from you. Even if you're slowing down or not slowing down, you should always know how far the traffic is from you. ګوره چې کله هم تاسو ډرایوینګ کوئ باید تاسو ته همیشه پته وي چې تاسو نه د شاته چې موټران دي څومره لرې دي. Okay, so the right answer would be not necessary to check mirrors before braking. In an emergency, not necessary to check mirrors before braking. Okay, that's the right answer. Number 2 is the right answer. Question number 108. Casualty has an injured arm. They can move freely, but it's bleeding. Why should you get them to keep it in a raised position? یو کس زخمی شوه ده، یو کس لاس خوک شوه ده، کولی شي چې په اسانۍ سره وخورئ، خو وینه ترې روانه ده، ولې باید تاسو د هغې لاس اوچت وساتئ؟ کس دستش زخمی شده و ازش خون میره و میتونه دستش شور بده، چرا باید دستشان بالا بانین؟ Casualty has injured arm. They can move freely, but it's bleeding. Why should you get them to keep it in a raised position? It will help reduce the blood flow. دا ورسره کمک کوي تر څو وینه کمه لاړه سي. کمک میکنه که خونش کم بره. It will help reduce the blood flow. Guys, you know, these questions, they're very, very important, you know, because when you're driving, things happen and you should know all this information. It's very, very important, okay? Don't just learn it for the test. Learn it for your future, because things can go wrong and you should know all these things. So it will help reduce the traffic flow. ایرا باید چیزها رو یاد بگیرید. خب نه فقط برای تست برای چیزم، چون که چیز میشن ایمرجنسی میآید. Heavy brake. کم سوال داره آخر که خیلی تپوسه که please. So the answer for question number 108 is it will help reduce the blood flow. Question number 109. You expect the injured person may be suffering from shock. What are the warning signs to look for? You expect an injured person may be suffering from shock. What are the warning signs to look for? یو کس تاسو شک لرئ چې یریدلی دی، ترسیده، چی ساین می باشه؟ You expect an injured person may be suffering from shock. What are the warning signs to look for? Okay, guys. You see, that's why most of you fail in one number. That's the problem, you see. د دې د وجې اکثر تاسو په یو نمبر کې پاتې کیږئ. Rapid pulse, sweating, pale grey skin, rapid shallow breathing. Which one is the right answer? Okay, guys. Rapid pulse. What do you think? Is this the right answer or not? Rapid pulse. Who think this is the right answer? Rapid pulse. Who think this is the right answer? Okay, guys, this is the right answer, okay? Rapid pulse. Yeah, blood pressure. Okay, rapid pulse. High blood pressure, okay? Rapid pulse. The heart will be beating faster. So when someone is in shock, their heart will be bleeding faster. Beating faster. Okay, so rapid pulse. rapid false. Okay, sweating. کسی که ترسیده باشه عرقش میره یا نه. سوک چه ویریگی خواله پیراغلی بیکنه بی. So if someone is in shock, is he sweating or not? Yes, exactly. So this is also the right answer. Basically, these all are the right answers, okay? So if any of these comes, they all the right answer, guys. These all the right answers. And just put all these 4 answers so you remember, okay? So if any of these come, they all the right answers. That all say jawabuna dikha. Ami kullishon jawabai say yes. So rapid pulse is the right answer. Sweating is also the right answer. Pale grey skin is the right answer. And rapid shallow breathing is the right answer as well. They're all the right answers. Padi ki bayora wali tasuta. So they will bring one of these in the answers, okay? So you just remember these 4. It could be any of these. Guys, any question, please ask at the end, okay? Hussein, ask me at the end, please, brother. So question number 110. Driving a vehicle with the anti-lock brakes allows you to brake harder because it's impossible to skid, drive at higher speeds, pay less attention to the road ahead, steer and brake at the same time. Driving a vehicle with anti-lock brakes allows you to anti-lock. You see, basically the answer is in the question itself. Anti-lock, which means your steering will not get locked. Anti-lock هم در معنی است استیرینگ هم نقلفی استیرینگتان قلف نمیشه. معنیش است که وقتی که بریک استعمال میکنیم میتونین رخ موتورتان هم تغییر بدین، دایرکشنشون چینج کنین. So driving a vehicle with anti-lock brakes allows you to steer and brake at the same time. Steer and brake at the same time. Steer and brake at the same time. Okay. So for question number 110, the answer is number 4. Your engine catches fire. What should you do? Lift the bonnet and disconnect the battery. Lift the bonnet and warn other traffic. Call the fire brigade. Call a breakdown service. Your engine catches fire. What should you do? Yeah. Call the fire brigade. So the right answer will be call the fire brigade. So if your engine catches fire, you call the fire brigade, okay? Call the fire brigade. So for question 111, the answer will be call the fire brigade. Question number 112. You're driving in heavy rain. Your steering suddenly becomes very light. What should you do? Steer towards the side of the road. Apply gentle acceleration. Ease off the accelerator. Brake firmly to reduce speed. You're driving in heavy rain, your steering suddenly becomes very light. What should you do? تاسو په باران کې ډرایوینګ کوئ، سټیرینګ نرم سو، باید څه شی وکړئ؟ وقتی که د باران ډرایوینګ میکنین سټیرینگتان نرم شد، باید چی کنین؟ Ease off the acceleration. Ease off the accelerator. Accelerator پریده. Like accelerator preda. Ease off the accelerator. So the answer would be number 3. Ease off the accelerator to reduce your speed. So either, you see, so either the answer would be ease off the accelerator or slow down. It could be also slow down as well. Just remember guys, go to ya bada jawabi chi ease off the accelerator or ya slow down yaw mana lari. Easing off accelerator means same thing, slow down, okay? Ease off the accelerator. So for question 112, the answer is ease off the accelerator. Question number 113. You're turning left on a slippery road. The back of your vehicle slides to the right. What should you do? I think I got this question twice. Brake firmly and not turn the steering wheel. Steer carefully to the right. Brake firmly and steer to the left. Yeah, steer carefully to the left. Yes, it's just with the picture, okay? So that's the picture. So if the back of your vehicle skid to the right, you turn the steering to the right as well. Steer carefully to the right. So if in here it says the back of your vehicle slides to the right, what do? Steer carefully to the right. So सवाल is वक्त की सड़क ची बोशा slippery road सड़क की خوای سرک لخشیده‌ای میگه چی میگه اوره که برف کی سرش باشه پشت موترتان اگر طرف راست بلخشه باید شما چی کنین باید استیرینگ هم طرف راست دار بتین so steer carefully to the right سرک لشم باشه و پشت موترتون اگر طرف راست بلشمه باید شما استیرینگ رو معمول طرف دار بدین اگر پشت موتر طرف چپ بره شما معمول طرف هر طرف که موترتون لشمی در معمول طرف استیرینگ هم دار میتین okay so you're turning left on a slippery road, the back of your vehicle slides to the right. What should you do? Steer carefully to the right. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, guys, that's all the question. I'm putting all these questions in my YouTube channel. That's the name. And if you did not subscribe to the channel, please do subscribe. I got other, so I got altogether 113 questions for now. And I'm trying to, I will be topping up these questions. So if I get any common questions, I'll put it there. And if you did not subscribe, please do subscribe. And if you did not follow, please do follow, guys. If you got any question, you can ask now. Sawalai awal the YouTube asko. Okay, so guys, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, this is, I think we have this. At a railway level crossing with unattended gates, what should a car driver do? At a railway level crossing with unattended gates, what should a car driver do? Drive halfway across and close the first gate before opening the second. Open both gates and after passing the first, stop and close it. Telephone the nearest railway station before opening the gate. Open both gates before proceeding to cross. Oh, it says already here. So the answer is open both gates before proceeding to cross. It's number 4. That's the right answer. And the explanation is there. At a level crossing with unattended gates, a driver must stop, look for trains, and listen for the sound of a horn or approaching train. If it's safe, open both gates, complete the crossing, and then close both gates behind you. So the right answer is number 4, okay? Open both gates before proceeding to cross. That's the answer. Okay, for hazard videos, guys, just put DPU hazard videos and it will